You ever have that moment where someone asks you for money, and deep down you just know, yeah, you are never seeing that money again? Now, imagine that, but it is your own parents. Today's story? Oh, it is a good one. We are talking about parents who have the financial responsibility of a goldfish with a credit card. For years, they have been lending money to people who, shocker, never pay them back. And now? Well, surprise, surprise. They are broke. And guess who they are looking at for a bailout? Oh, but here's the best part. These are the same parents who gave away their kid's entire college fund to some random guy so he could go live out his European dreams. Yeah, so safe to say, the original poster is not exactly in a giving mood right now. Let's get into the story. Am I the asshole for refusing to give my parents money? I am very, very angry right now, so please excuse any incoherency. I will try my best to explain everything clearly. My parents have always had the habit of giving away or lending money to people who very rarely pay them back. They never learn their lesson and have lost a lot of money because of it. And what do they say? God will bless us. Yes, they are your typical Bible thumping, middle class white people in a red state. They accuse me of being stingy because I do not throw my money away like they do. Sorry for being sensible. Now my father is scheduled for eye surgery and he needs money. So, of course, they come knocking on my door. I told them, I will give you the money if you call up all the people you lent money to and recover at least half of what you gave away. They called me an asshole and said I was going to hell. Oh, and by the way, these are the same people who gave away my entire college fund to some guy who wanted to go work in Denmark. Meanwhile, I had to work 2 jobs to put myself through college. And now I work at one of the top 4 car companies in the country. No thanks to them. So, excuse me for being annoyed. TLDR, my parents want my money after they practically threw away theirs. You know, I have got to say, nothing screams parenting win like giving away your kid's entire college fund to some dude trying to live out his European dream. Like, what was the plan here? We will just pray he sends us a postcard from Denmark? And now, years later, they want your money? Yeah, no, that is not helping family. That is financial Stockholm syndrome. Honestly, this whole thing is like watching someone set their own house on fire, then show up at your place, soaking wet, asking for your lighter. Like, are you serious? And then, on top of that, they have the nerve to pull the "you are going to hell" card. Look, if hell has no surprise financial obligations and nobody asking me for money, I might just take my chances. Anyway, let us see what Reddit had to say about this, because I am sure the internet did not hold back on this one. First up, we have Ari Kiritisius 3 and C3, who came in with the absolute scorched earth take. You have zero obligation to help your parents. You did not ask to be born. They owed you a good launch into adulthood, and it sounds like they failed in every regard. Okay, straight up. This is exactly the kind of energy we need. I mean, why is it always the parents who mess up, but the kids who are supposed to fix everything? Oh, and then they drop this absolute banger of a quote. The blood of the battlefield is thicker than the water of the womb. Yes, this is the version of blood is thicker than water that people need to talk about more often. Just because you are related does not mean you have to let someone emotionally or financially drain you, and OP actually responded to this one. I love this quote. I will try going no contact with them, but knowing them, they are definitely going to find some people to manipulate me into giving them money. Oh, for sure. You just know they have got a whole network of guilt trippers on speed dial. Probably some aunt who never calls, suddenly appearing like, "Sweetheart, family is all we have." Nah, we are not falling for that today. And the real kicker? They once lent money to a family friend's daughter so she could buy an overpriced prom dress and never got their money back. Excuse me, what? A prom dress? They were out here making charitable donations to luxury fashion, but now you are supposed to cover medical expenses? I have no words. Actually, I do. But they are not family friendly. Next up, we have a comment from Asshole Aficionado. And with a name like that, you know they came prepared. In the words of Yoda, do or do not. There is no try. Yep, we are quoting Yoda now. This is officially serious. Your parents have a golden child and a scapegoat child. The golden child is given everything and expected to do nothing. The scapegoat is given nothing and expected to give everything. And there it is, the classic family favorites dynamic. It is like a rigged reality show where one sibling gets VIP treatment and the other one gets sent straight to Survivor Family Edition. Honestly, this comment reads like a therapist's notes, and I kind of love it. Please, get yourself into therapy. You were emotionally and financially abused. You were expected to earn their love by giving them whatever they wanted. I mean, ouch, but also facts. And the advice? Honestly? Solid. They are saying OP does not have to go permanently. No contact. But a 3-month timeout is absolutely necessary. Just tell your parents, sorry, can't help. Try the golden child. And then mute. Everything calls. Muted. Texts left on read. Random flying monkeys trying to guilt trip you? Straight to voicemail. And if they show up at your door, pretend you are not home. Lock the doors. Turn off the lights. Get real committed. Home Alone level defense strategy. All right, let's keep this train wreck moving and check out more comments because, wow, people have thoughts on this one. Next, we have Impressive Age 1. 362 dropping a personal horror story. No, I would not give them the money. My mother was taken in by a man after my dad died. He talked her into selling the house and investing the money into a business startup. He took the money and was never heard from again. Oh, you just know this guy left with a fake name, a burner phone, and a plane ticket to somewhere tropical. She stole my college fund. This was money I saved, plus a small inheritance. She and my sister were always borrowing money, never paid it back. Finally, I said no, and they told the family I refused to help them. Classic. Step 1. Financially ruin yourself. Step 2. Lie to the family and make the responsible person look evil. Step 3. Act shocked when people do not want to help anymore. Honestly, good for you for saying no. Sounds like the only thing these people were investing in was bad decisions. Next, we have Yoshiki Varus with the paranoid but low-key valid take. Are you sure this is for his surgery? Maybe he is asking for money because he wants to give it to someone else. Zrenya. Oh no. If you're willing to give him the money, you should personally go and pay the bill yourself to make sure your money is not misused. Honestly, not a bad idea. Handing over cash to someone who routinely loses money like a Sims character with free will turned on? Probably not the best move, and even OP responded to this one. That might be a very real possibility. He is scheduled for surgery soon, but he might be using it as an excuse to ask me for money. Yep, the emotional blackmail has entered the chat. Stay strong, OP. Then we have Roxa coming in with the straight-up life advice. Honestly, I would go no contact if I were you. These people do not respect you at all and are completely using you. In the long run, your mental health will deteriorate if you stay with people like this. Facts. Keeping toxic people around is like keeping expired milk in your fridge. Sure, maybe you do not want to throw it out, but at some point, it will make you sick. Then, of course, we have Chaotic Capricorn with the savage response. Tell them God will provide for them. This is the kind of energy I need in my life. No arguments, no fights. Just send them back their own logic and walk away. And Reddit's top-tier troll, WolfURTR, took it even further. Maybe God is finally telling them that He provided for them, and they gave His gifts away. Now they need to provide for themselves. This is so poetic and so brutal at the same time. I love it. And then, embarrassed, Rep 8, 421, just went full reverse card. Tell them that the Lord will help them, and then walk away. I mean, checkmate, Bible thumpers. And finally, we have C-Roof 3637, who gave OP the perfect line to hit them with. God blessed you, and you gave His gift away. This is your cross to bear, not mine. Oh, that is good. That is so good. OP, if you ever need a mic drop moment, use this. Alright, so let's sum this up. Reddit is 100% on OP's side. Everyone agrees. No one is obligated to fund bad life choices. If they throw God into it, hit them back with their own logic and keep it moving. So, what do you guys think? Should OP just say, nah, God's got this, and go about their day? Or should they go fully no contact and finally free themselves from the family guilt train? Let me know in the comments.